Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Do you hate me?
The only thing I hate is hate.
Hello and welcome to Tech Post. My name is Ravi Singh and today I will show you how to install Google Assistant on your Windows, Mac or Linux machine using Python. Now this guide is for educational purposes only and there is no fancy GUI or the graphical user interface for you to play with. And installing this Google Assistant on PC requires you to use the command line, that is CMD. So without further ado, if you want to install it, let's get started. Hey Google, where are you?
I live in a place filled with games. Wonderful.
If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel as we upload quality tech videos, how-to guides related to Android and iPhone.
Now we have divided this tutorial in 4 different steps. So starting with the step 1, which is installing Python on Windows, Mac or Linux. So you will need to have Python installed no matter whether you are using Windows, Mac OS or a Linux or GNU distribution. Installation is pretty quick and easy. You have to follow the steps that I'm describing in this tutorial. So first go to this link, it's given in the description to download the Python package, the setup package, and then install it on your Windows, Mac or Linux system. Now when you start the installation, you have to select these options, and this step, which is add this Python as a global variable, is very important. So don't forget to check it and then hit install. Once installed, check if Python is working on your machine by opening up a terminal or command prompt. Inside command prompt, simply type Python. If you see the terminal or the command prompt, return the current Python version on your computer, then proceed to next step. So step number 2 is configuring the Google Assistant API. Now to configure the Google Assistant API, you have to go to the projects page in the Google Cloud Platform console. The link is given in the description. You can click on it and it will take you directly to the projects page inside your Google account. Then click on create project at the top. Now name the project anything. I'll name it my Google Assistant or Google Assistant, and then click on create. Now wait for a few seconds for the console to create your new project. You will see this spinning progress icon in the top right. It will take few seconds only, and after it is done creating your project, you will be brought to your project's configuration page. Or you can simply click on that notification link and click on your currently created project, and it will take you to the project's configuration page. Now click on the next link, which is also given in the description, to go straight to the Console Assistant API page. And up at the top you will see a button that says enable with a play button. Tap on it, and now Google will warn you that you need to create credentials to use this API. So just click on create credentials in the top right. This will take you to the setup wizard page where Google helps you to figure out what kind of credentials you need to use this API. So under where will you be calling the API from, select other UI bracket example Windows CLI tool. CLI stands for command line interface. And for what data will you be accessing, select the user data circle. Now tap on what credentials do I need, and then Google will recommend you to create an OAuth 2.0 client ID. So just name the client ID anything you want. For example, name your desktop or your name or the GSS or anything. Once done picking up a name, click create client ID. Now under the product name shown to users, enter my Google Assistant or name it what you want to. Then finally hit continue. Now next click on done and there's no need to click download here. Now you can click on download to download the JSON file. I'll recommend not to click it, as we only need the client secret, which we will download next. Now under the list of OAuth 2.0 client IDs, you should see the client ID you just made. All the way to the right, click on download icon to download the client secret JSON file, where the numbers and the alphabets are your client ID. Save this file anywhere on your computer. By default, it will be downloaded under the download folder. You should create a folder by the name of Google Assistant or something else so that it will be easy to manage. Now go to activity controls page for your Google account and make sure that web and app activity, location history, device information and voice and audio activities are enabled. This is very important, and this will let Google Assistant read your personalized information. Now that we have created a mechanism for a client in our Windows, Mac, Linux machine to access the Google Assistant API, next we need to set up the client that will access the Google Assistant API. So we will proceed to the step number 3, which is installing Google Assistant sample Python project. Now to install it, open up the terminal or the command prompt and then enter this command. You can copy it from the description and hit enter. This will start downloading a whole bunch of dependencies and will install it on your system. Wait for it to finish. It takes less than a minute. I have already done this, so this says the files are already exist. So next, copy this command from the description and added this command by adding the path to the JSON file we downloaded earlier in step 2, the client ID with the secret code. You have to copy the link, the complete path to that file if you have copied it to another folder or if it still exists in the download folder. So you have to copy that, add it to this command at the end, and then copy this command, paste it in the CMD and hit enter. This will return a URL and will ask you to visit that URL to authorize the app. So copy the link and paste it in the browser. Select the Google account you used earlier to configure Google Assistant API. Make sure you select the same Google account. Now on the next page, you need to allow access to Google Assistant API. So press allow, and on following page you will get an access token. So copy it and then paste it in command line. Finally hit enter. If everything is good, you will see a message saying credentials saved. That means you are good to go, and we will proceed to the step number 4, which is testing the Google Assistant. Now to test if Google Assistant is working on your system or not, type the following commands in the command line. This will record a 5-second audio and play it back to you, and if it does, this means Google Assistant has been successfully installed on our system. This command is given in the description, so copy and paste it. If it plays back, you can enter this command to start talking to Google Assistant. Once you have entered this command in the CMD, wait for the CMD to say press enter to send a new request. Now hit enter and start talking to Google Assistant. After you finish giving command, the command line will display what you said and will give you a response like in any Android device. So there you have it, the Google Assistant on a Windows 10, Mac or GNU Linux machine. Now viewers, I have something to tell you that it was really fun to use on Windows 10, but soon I got bored and now I don't use it. It's not useful in this form, but on the brighter side, it opens up so much possibilities, and we may sooner see desktop apps and browser extensions taking advantage of this functionality in the near future. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel, hit like and share your thoughts in the comment down below on Google Assistant for Windows, Mac and Linux. I will be back with another interesting tutorial soon. Thanks for watching guys, and have a great day. Hey Google, where are you?
I live in a place filled with games. Wanna play?
Hey Google, how are you?
All's well. Anything I can help with?
Where do you live?
You can find me at Allo, Pixel, Home and Where. Pretty sweet digs, if you ask me.
Calculate the distance between Delhi to Jaipur.
It's 281 kilometers to get to Jaipur from Delhi by car.
Check the flight tickets to Mumbai.
One-way flights from Jaipur to Mumbai leaving in 2 weeks start at 3,207 rupees. Do you have any dates in mind?